Mr. VSS Mani, Founder and Chief Executive Officer of JustDial. Mr. Mani, good morning and thank you for joining us. You must be a happy man looking at your stock.
Good morning. Oh, definitely happy. Any day happy, but we are more happy about the business that we run. We're very excited about it.
If I look at the kind of numbers what you've reported, and I was just analyzing your Q1 and your Q2 numbers, margins have dipped. So what is the excitement all about if margins have dipped?
So the first quarter margin was an aberration. It was about 35%, and we had warned the market that these margins are not realistic, and we would be spending more on the business because it's important to grow the business than really focus on margins now. And even a decent 2% increase in margins year on year, we are happy with that.
Mr. Mani, your stock is up 72% in just the last 3 months, and since the listing in June, it has more than doubled in just about 6 months. Analysts expect your top line to grow around 30%, the bottom line to jump by 70% with a 320 bips margin expansion this fiscal. With just 3 weeks now left for the third quarter conclude, are these figures looking achievable? You've talked about the margin, but what about the top and the bottom line?
These figures are definitely achievable, but a lot in this business depends on execution and other factors. As you know, that we are more an online company today. We rely a lot on the ecosystem and other macro factors as well. And also, you must remember one thing, that we are trying to change the way people do business actually, and the way people buy things. So when you're doing, the opportunities are immense. We can definitely probably grow few years down the line much higher than the growth that we have today. But we are pretty okay with the direction that the company is in right now. The trend looks good.
So tell us a little bit more about what this Search Plus service is and how will it play a key role in transitioning your business model from being a local search engine to a transaction facility via online platform.
Okay, this, as you know, JustDial originally started as a voice search company. We started before the internet era, and we grew. We had rode the wave of telecom, initial days of wireless telecom penetration, then of course, the initial days of wired telecom, then the wireless telecom, and then on internet. But right now, in the last couple of years, we are seeing a dramatic change in the ecosystem, particularly the low-cost data plans from mobile service providers, and also broadband penetration across the country. A large number of Indians are now going online, and also thanks to the handheld devices, the cost of which has come down, crashing from under 10,000 rupees. You can even buy a tablet today for under 10,000. And a cell phone is today a handheld computer, as compared to a couple of years back, we used to use it only for email, text, and voice calls. So this change we are seeing as a huge opportunity for JustDial to go to the next level. So we felt that, one hand there is ecosystem change like this, on the other hand we are seeing a tremendous change in the habits of people. So I have seen a lot of my friends and extended family spending more time on messengers like WhatsApp and Facebook and other social networks, and they're all the time connected. Internet is here to be part of our life, and it's going to be more and more part of our lives. So this 24/7 connectivity and the change in habits of people, then it was a very logical decision for JustDial that we should not just remain a search engine, we should become a search plus engine. A search plus engine is where you can search for what you were looking for and also transact it there and then. For example, if you search for a restaurant, what you would probably want to do is order food from the restaurant or book a table. How about just you click a tab called Book a Table, and with double click you achieve your objective. The same manner, if you want to order food, you click on it and you can see a digital menu card of the restaurant, and you can actually know what is the most ordered food items in the restaurant if you're not familiar with the restaurant. You can just select in under a minute, you're done, So these kind of value adds, like, this is not going to be limited to these services, but it's going to be across the board. Any product or service that you use the whole day, we will be addressing to all of them. So booking a cab, or booking movie tickets, or for events, ordering wine, ordering anything under the sun, even test riding a car, everything is going to be just a few clicks away for you. Fixing an appointment with your own doctor, even your own banya store, you'll be surprised. Your own banya store you can order through JustDial.
Right.
And you don't have to call up and speak to the banya,
Right.
things like that. So this is what our idea is. And there's a two-pronged strategy here. One, we are looking at the services that
Right.
you are otherwise availing offline or in a different manner, that how we can bring in the online aspect. The other is buying products. The buying products, we have a different strategy.
Mr. Mani, my compliments of your app is a great app. I personally used it, and while you were talking about your app and your new search engine, my co-anchor Aisha was also, trying to download that app and maybe book an online ticket. But since you're an internet company, you're a concept stock. And for a concept company, the growth rate is the most important differentiator. Search is a ever-changing business. Internet is here to stay, but platforms are changing. First it was Orkut, now it is Facebook. It was Hotmail, now it is Gmail. Are you competent? Are you large enough to compete against the likes of Google?
No, likes of Google are only complementing us. Google is not in this local search play, and Google is definitely right now not into the transaction play. What is our goal? Our goal is to make your day-to-day life easy. The things that you do offline, I'm helping you do online. On the other hand, look at the money that I make from. I make from the small, medium businesses. 95% of these businesses don't even have a website. So I'm giving them a e-strategy. I'm giving them a e-tool through which they can run their business efficiently. So this is totally not comparable like a Google versus JustDial. And when you took the name of Orkut and other companies, see, why did Facebook succeed where Orkut didn't? Because Facebook cracked that formula, what exactly users want. That's precisely what JustDial is doing. We said we don't want to be an e-commerce company. We don't want to have large warehouses. We don't want to have our own logistics. There is already excellent last mile logistic in India, in every city you name it, every small business you name it, he gives you a home delivery service. I said leverage that strength. What these guys don't have is an e-strategy. And for you, the consumer, what you don't have is a one destination I can go to. Say I want to buy a Sony WX300 camera. Can I see the price of that camera, and how can I see the price of different vendors? If I provide you that, you say, wow, that's great. Then the next step you do is buy from there, the same place.
Fair point. So you